My name is Michael Snow. I'm 71 years old. I live in Pasadena with my wife Sue and our 2 cats. I was in the hospital for about 3 or 4 days till they figured out what was wrong, and they came back with myelofibrosis. The bone marrow's inability to produce platelets, red cells, and other blood components. For a year, I was getting blood transfusions 3 times a week because my platelets were down to about 5,000, down to about 5,000. You should be at about 180,000. And then they figured out a treatment plan, and they said, now we got to look for a donor. And they said that could take months. But it didn't take months. It took, how long? It took 2 months. I mean, they said it would take 6 to 8 months perhaps, but for me, it only took 2 months. And we found a 100% match. A young woman in Alabama, a 100% match. They said that is very rare. And I think that's why I recovered so well. They sent me to USC Norris Comprehensive Cancer Center. And that's when I met George Yagmore. And he told us what the transfusion would be like and the chances of it being successful. Usually we get a 50% donor that matches 50%, that's normal. But that takes a little longer in recovery. So it made it so much better when he was very excited when we got a 100% match. He was very excited, and he said, your chances of recovery are really good. I really came to depend on USC Norris, on their staff and their doctors. I felt the safest, even in the waiting room. I took the ukulele to the waiting room sometimes. I played the drums when I was about 10 or 11 years old. I started playing drums. Then in high school, I learned to play electric guitar and bass. And in junior college, I learned to play the piano and a little bit of banjo. The newest instrument I learned to play is the ukulele. And I learned to play that thanks to USC Norris while I was recovering from the bone marrow transplant, successfully recovering from the bone marrow transplant. I asked Sue, honey, bring the ukulele over. I've got 4 weeks to kill. I dedicated the song to my team to the tune of My Girl by Smokey Robinson. This young woman who I never met, she told us she wanted to do something wonderful. She wanted to do something for humanity. And her blood, it didn't just change my life, it saved my life. And we've gotten pretty close. We've gotten very close, and she's a terrific woman. We hope to see her soon. At first, the myelofibrosis scared me. It really frightened me because I felt awful. And I was fearful of the transplant. But Dr. Yagmore reassured me that you're gonna be okay. And I trusted the staff implicitly. I would encourage anybody to definitely get the transplant. The stem cell transplant is a scientific miracle. And the people at Norris, USC Norris, are absolutely wonderful. The nurses were not only knowledgeable, they were brilliant. The nurses were brilliant. I'm so glad I went there. I would suggest and advise anyone to go there right away. Don't hesitate another day.